welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Janice Isagwe Ighodaro, and if this is your first time seeing this face, please don't make it your last by subscribing, like and share. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back guys. I'm so glad to have you as always. Well, in today's video I'll be talking about some of the things I've learned so far in the year 2022. Okay, so let's get straight into the video. I'll start by saying that you can't turn back the hands of time. That goes without saying that time waits for no one, absolutely no one. It keeps moving, like the days are going by so fast. When did we do Happy New Year and enter into the year 2022? It feels like a few weeks ago, but it's 11 months. It's been 11 months and we're here. You can't turn back the hands of time, trust me, you can't. And it won't stop because something has happened and you need to take back the hands of time so you can rewrite your wrong or rewrite your mistakes. Or it's like writing an exam, yeah, and the examiner tells you you have 2 hours to write your exam, and you have a compulsory question to answer 5 questions in total, and you spend an hour writing your compulsory question, right? Now you hear the examiner goes or the invigilator goes, you have 1 hour left. Trust me, how you're going to answer 4 questions in 1 hour is not the examiner or the invigilator's business. It's up to you to decide what you use your remaining 1 hour to do. Well, so that's just basically it. It's just like other events, but keep it going. It's better you make use of whatever time you have doing whatever it is you're doing. You know, make it worthwhile, make it interesting, make the most of it. Basically, make the most of your time while you're here on earth, while you're still alive, because time keeps moving and moving and moving, and you wait for absolutely no one or any particular event. You can't stop time because you're enjoying that very moment. You can't stop time because you wish something bad had not happened. You can't. It keeps moving. So yeah, which brings me to my next point, that you have to kill every spirit of regret. Like, you have to kill regrets. And I wish if I had known. You have to, will I say, let go or shed off those things, bring it to a minimum state. Don't dwell on things too much. So you made your mistake, move past it. There's no need dwelling on it, biting your fingers, stringing your hands and wishing, oh, if I had known, I wouldn't have done this, I wouldn't have done that. What good will it do you if you've made your mistake and you've taken your lesson you need to learn from it? Then take your lesson and only do better with your next experiences, right? So you avoid mistakes. But for you to sit and dwell on certain things or certain events that you've made mistakes with or whatever and start regretting, I don't subscribe to dwelling on past events and regretting about them. I don't subscribe to it, and I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing, but that's like my personal opinion. So for you it might be something else, whatever it is. For me, I just feel like there's no need regretting. So do you mean that you don't have regrets? I'm not saying you won't have regrets, but don't dwell on it. You get my point. Don't dwell on it. Don't let it be your excuse for everything or every decision that you have to make. Oh, you're scared of making mistakes, you're scared of the errors. No, you make mistakes, you learn from it, and you keep it going. Yeah, so that's just it. And then my next point is, you are your best person. Trust me, the motivation you need, the inspiration you need, whatever it is you need that will make you move forward, you're your best man. You're your best man. You don't need anybody telling you this or that or that. Yes, you can have people you listen to, people that would encourage and support you, but if you don't make that personal decision by yourself, I don't think you'll move forward. So that's why I say you are your best person, you're your best man. Do you get my point? So that's it about that. And also, people who criticize or condemn themselves, you're always attacking yourself. Do you get? No, there's sometimes you give yourself a round of applause. There's sometimes you would need to cheer yourself up. You're your best person, you're your best person. Which also brings me to my next point. Even though you're your best person, you also need people around you. And I would say you're not alone. That's my next point. You're not alone. You have friends, you have families, you have colleagues, you have someone who calls you, who checks up on you. I mean, you're not alone. Don't make you feel like all the burdens are on your shoulder. I know sometimes it can be on your shoulder, but you can let some off, right? If there are things you can let off, you can let some off. If there are things that are beyond your control, let them off. You don't need to put them on your shoulder and start weighing yourself down. Okay, you have people around you. If there are things you can share with them, by all means share with them and let yourself off that burden. Do you get me? So yes, you have people around you, and sometimes it also boils down to you allowing people access things. But if you're that person who is just, oh, I'm by myself, I do things myself. I know there are people like that who like they are all by themselves. They don't like bothering the other people, or they don't like involving people into their businesses. It doesn't mean you can't have someone check up on you to say how are you, and you just be like, okay, I'm fine, I'm just not feeling well, or I'm struggling in this area, I'm struggling in that area, and the person is like, okay, person gives you encouraging words, supports you, and even goes ahead to pray for you. You need at least one person who does that for you. So I would say you are not alone. Like you are not alone, and you shouldn't be alone by yourself all the time. You get? So yes, which my next point is envy no one. Like is it that thing they call envy? Yeah. And it starts with the thoughts. Then it moves forward to being a feeling. From a feeling, it now turns into action. That's where you see people saying, oh, I hate this my friend, so that's why I had to do something negative or do something bad to hurt the person. Why would you do that? Every jealousy, it starts with the thoughts. So don't envy anyone. Even like, see, why I say it starts with the thoughts is because honestly, I've been in that position where I found out I caught myself on time. It starts with the thoughts, then it goes into a feeling where you begin to feel like, oh, you're angry at the person, you just feel disgusted and irritated at the person's sight or the appearance or the presence or anything. Once you just hear about the person, you're just vexed. I mean, come on now. And then from that feeling of anger and detest, you begin to nurture how to hurt the person, thereby going into action. No, kill it and be happy for everyone. Be happy for everyone's good news. Be happy for everyone's advancements, in career, in life, every area. Just be happy. No need to keep a grudge or be jealous that something will be happening for someone and you're just there. Does it make sense? If the good is happening to you, the person will also be happy for you. There are a lot of negative stories out there of friends doing evil to friends, family doing evil to family, just because you feel the person is progressing. You get? So if the progress is not going to affect your life, why hurt the person? The progress will not be transferred to you. Do you get me? The good news will not be transferred to you. Rather, you just put yourself in a position where you now, in fact, let's not even go stretch it, but you get my point. Let's not even stretch it. So that's just it. Another thing I also learned in this year 2022 is that determination and consistency is key to success. Not like it's something I'm just learning in 2022, but it's something that I've come to realize, right? Let's take for example content creators in Nigeria now, or even in the world at large, right? What brings them out is that they are consistent and they are determined. These two things have a way of affecting your creativity and how you want people to see and perceive you. That's just an example. It can be in other aspects, or even in career. Your determination, you have a goal that you want to achieve something. What are you doing towards it? Are you determined? Are you consistently working towards it, or you're just feeling relaxed and feeling like, okay, it's going to happen when it's going to happen, but you're not doing anything about it? Then really you're not going to make progress or achieve it at the end of the day. So I would say if you're determined about something and you consistently work towards it, then the sky is, like many people would say, is your stepping stone. The sky is your limit and even beyond, and it draws you closer to your success points, which is relative to each person, because my success point might not be yours and your success point might not be the next person's success point. Your drive towards it is what will actually make you succeed in that area. Another thing I've learned in 2022, not just in 2022, but it's something I've known over time, is that you're not where you were. You're not where you were. You've grown, you've evolved. Some things that you were doing 3 years ago that you're not doing now. There's some things that enticed you, that you liked, that you were comfortable with some time back, and now you just see them and you're like, I'm no longer interested. So you've grown, you've evolved. Whether or not you like it, it might be like, you might want to feel like, oh, you're feeling like I've been where I was last year is where I still am, whatever area. But trust me, you have evolved and you're not where you were. Count your blessings. Count your blessings. If you feel like you're not progressing, or you're not making progress, or you're stuck, trust me, there are people who have succeeded, right, in areas where you feel like if you succeed, you feel more accomplished, and at the end of the day, you will just come and see it on news one morning that they jumped into the lagoon. Not enough to only think about the sides where you feel like you've not accomplished a great deal. Also think of the daily blessings. You've moved. If you try to think about it, you've actually moved. And another thing, I've also learned to count my blessings in various areas, because when I had my tooth extraction and I wasn't able to eat properly, and I wasn't even able to speak properly. See, if you watch that video, it's nothing compared to the pain I felt. Like, I was in pain, and even a month after, like, I didn't even bother bringing that one on here. Even a month after, I started having like pains on my tongue, and I was not able to eat for another couple of days. Trust me, you see, the blessing of you putting all type of food in your mouth is underrated. That's just one of many other blessings, right? People just be like, I want to eat shawarma. Ooh, you're eating shawarma. I want ice cream. Ooh, ice cream. I want vegetable sauce and one thing. Ooh, I want cow leg and cow tail. Ooh, I want this and I want that. Ooh, you're able to chew and eat. Some people, when I had that experience, I realized that being able to put food in your mouth, chew and swallow, is a huge blessing. You have your complete set of hands, you can see with your eyes, you can smell with your nose, you have your complete set of teeth, you can hear with your ear. Are these not blessings? And you can easily sit down and count your blessings. So yes, now my 9th point is people will change. People change. Not that people will change. People change. People are run by emotions, feelings, and even purpose. And if someone feels like, if you as a person feel like you cannot associate yourself with a group of people because of your purpose or because of where you're headed, and these people are not in the same light with you, you will change, right? You will change, and they will feel like you're not coming close to them, not because they are not good people, but because there's somewhere you're going to and they don't really carry that light with you. If people are leaving you or you're leaving people, it's not that people will change, and it is okay. You've also changed. The set of people you were friends with a couple of years ago might not be the same set of friends you have now. You've been able to realize those you need in your life right now and those you will need in the coming future. Anyways, another point, I take this one as a very important point. Do you want to know this point? This point is, money is good. There's nothing you're gonna tell me. Money is good. Did you see how Mr. Femi Otedola celebrated his 60th birthday? why is money not good? Money is good though. Hey, but I'm just citing an example. Yeah, there's one point I missed, so I'll go back to that point before I say money is good. Social media is not a base for your life's measurements. I know it's very easy for you to be looking at your classmates, your friend, your childhood friend, your childhood neighbor, looking like, oh, they are enjoying, they're having all the fun, everything is going on well for them, but it's not a basis for measuring your own life. Okay, because a lot of times people trying to see, I saw something on social media, I saw this dress or I saw this hair, but you cannot afford it. What you now do? Will you go and steal? Because some people will go and steal. There's some people who steal because they saw it on social media and they want to go and afford it. Then they start putting their hands into things that they really are not meant to be putting their hands into, in whatever form or area. Chicken. So social media is not a base for your life's measurement. If at all, go on LinkedIn, go and see what your mates are doing. You're not in competition with anyone. First of all, my point is, don't use social media to be measuring your life, or to say because I saw this celebrity wearing this designer or wearing that designer, then I must. Is it that spirit of I must get my own? Trust me, just be calm, wait for your turn. One day you'll be able to afford it, but until then, no, don't do that to yourself. Don't put yourself under that pressure, right? Under that pressure of social media shenanigans. Okay, so detach yourself from it if you can. If you can, be satisfied with what you have, be content. Social media also will come and display, oh, relationship is perfect. Few months, few years down the line, everybody will go their separate ways. But you saw the relationship on social media and you're comparing, but you don't know the things that are going on behind the camera. All you see is the less than a second. It takes a second to take a picture, because I can just smile like this for a picture, and next minute I'm like, I'm so tired and exhausted. So don't use social media as a basis for measurement for your life. Did you get my point? Yes. My next point, money is good. Repeat after me. Money is good. Gee, don't let anybody tell you otherwise or deceive you that you don't need money to be happy, you don't need money to do this, you don't need it. See, if anybody tells you money is not enough, or money is the root of all evil is money, slap. Don't slap anybody. Just, you understand what I'm saying? Slap the person, but don't slap anybody. Don't ever let anybody tell you otherwise. Money is good because of what? Because of one reason. Money is good. If you want to live a good life, comfortable life, you want to travel, you want to do anything, money, is it not money we use? You want to move from one place to another, is it not money you will use? You want to, is money. See, money is good. This one is not even this one is a lifetime lesson. Igbos call it ego, whatever it is in your language. In my own, the dialect that I speak and understand, it is called Ikpego. You understand? Ikpego is good. Money is good. I don't know how to explain this one, but just know that money is good. Short and simple, money is good. I don't want to expatiate. I don't want to explain. I don't want to divide, dissect. No, money is good. Do you understand me? Money is good. Have money in this life. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. That's my last point. And above all, the most important one is that you need God. Straight to the point. There's no need beating around the bush. You need God, because living in the times we are living in right now, it's more like a day. Every day is a day of God, I beg. Trust me now. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. In anywhere you are now, anywhere you are, in any situation, in anything you're doing, it's more like you're just doing God, I beg. God, I beg, this vehicle I'm about to enter, let there be no kidnappers. God, I beg, as I'm traveling, make the road smooth for me, grant me journey mercies. God, I beg, provide for me what I will eat. God, I beg, I need money. God, I beg, I need this. God, I beg, I need that. God, I beg, this. God, every day is God abeg. 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, 2 in the evening. Every day, all day is a day of God abeg. See, God abeg. Simple, short, and that's on. So guys, that brings me to the end of this video. If you have experiences or things that you've learned or experienced so far in the year 2022 and you would like to share, please do well to share them in the comment section. I'll be glad to see your comments and also learn from you, as I hope that you've also taken 1 or 2 things from this video. Well, thank you very much for watching, and please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Until then, bye. It's your girl Janice Asagwe Ighodaro. Bye.